Hi, welcome to Coffee with Becky. We're still in Matthew 2, but we're going to talk about something a little different today. Did you know that when the Magi or the wise men looked for Jesus, they didn't follow the star all the way from the east? They saw the star in the east and they went to the capital city where you would expect to find a king. So they got there. Let me read it. It says, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea during the time of King Herod, Magi, or wise men from the east, came to Jerusalem and asked, where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him. When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Christ was to be born. In Bethlehem in Judea, they replied, for this is what the prophet has written. You know, as I read this, what jumped out to me or stood out to me is that you're either going to be a wise man coming to worship King Jesus, or you're going to be a king who is desperate to maintain his own kingdom. Which one are you? Which one am I? We have got to follow King Jesus, don't we? We need to worship him. If you're wise, you're going to look for King Jesus and worship him with all of your heart. You're going to bring him gifts. You're wanting to do everything in your power to worship the King. Or you could be like it says in the last days in 2 Timothy 3, you can be a lover of yourself. Are you in love with yourself and purposely maintaining your own kingdom? You know, as I studied this, King Herod was probably Herod the Great. And the truth about Herod the Great was that he was willing to even kill members of his own family because he thought they had a conspiracy against him. And if he was willing to kill his own family, then what would he do to all of Jerusalem if he was upset and felt threatened that another king had come to take his place? You know, it's no different than us today. We either have a heart of worship to worship King Jesus, or we feel threatened and are trying to maintain our own kingdom. You know, God took care of the wise men. He gave them a dream and told them to go home another way because Herod had a murderous plan in his heart. So God protected. And you know, even the gifts that the wise men brought to Jesus, the gold, the frankincense, and the myrrh, were so significant. We're going to look at that next time. But today I want to leave you with that question. Are you a wise man seeking to love and serve and give to King Jesus, to worship him with all of your heart? Or are you a King Herod, threatened by someone wanting to take over your kingdom? We really don't have a kingdom here on earth. We can try to make our own kingdom, can't we? We can live a selfish life and preserving ourselves and everything that we love, trying to build our own kingdom. Or we can worship King Jesus. I just want to leave you with that thought today and think on these things. Who are you worshiping? King Jesus or self? Thank you for joining me today.